Hi, Ken. Always a great time chatting with you.
It's a pleasure.
You're hosting Celebrity Jeopardy, and it seems like to me like these are a little bit more loose, a little more fun than the regular show. What do you love about Celebrity Jeopardy?
That's not even by design. It's just that, when you watch Jeopardy every night, you're seeing three contestants who have probably never been on TV before. They love Jeopardy, but a lot of them are like scared to within an inch of their life. Whereas on Celebrity Jeopardy, you got three people who are nothing if not comfortable and confident, sometimes to the point of overconfident on camera. And that's what makes the show so great. They know there's $1 million check at stake for charity. And so they're playing very seriously and they really want to win, but they're very comfortable on camera and they're going to be having a good time out there.
I know you don't get starstruck very often, but who would you absolutely love to meet this go round?
I mean, we have the stars of some of my favorite TV shows. We got folks from Veep, from The Office, from Abbott Elementary, and you kind of wonder, well, these folks are funny. Shane Battier is a really good basketball player, but surely they're not good Jeopardy players as well. That doesn't seem genetically fair at all. And then they turn out to be amazing Jeopardy players. A lot of them are fans of the show and have been yelling out responses from their couch for years. So that's very flattering, and it's inspiring to watch how good they are.
I was on the Jeopardy set a few years ago. I remember meeting all the producers and all the writers, and I was just curious, do you ever contribute to some of the content that we'll see on the show?
Sometimes, because Alex used to do it. He would be at a museum and he would see a great fact and he would make a mental note. Maybe I'm not as on the ball as Alex because I make a note in my phone when I see something like that. I was at a Broadway show last week and I heard a great anecdote about the origin of a play. And I thought, that could be a Daily Double or even a Final Jeopardy. And I jotted it down on my phone. And we've got our talented writers back. And so I'm going to pass along my notes. And sometimes they humor me and they use the clue.
So we all know you are a great champion on Jeopardy, maybe the all-time best ever. And you're also now one of the hosts. Can you ever get away from Jeopardy?
Jeopardy kind of shaped who I am. I feel like without coming home every day after school to watch Jeopardy and seeing this kind of safe space where smart people could be celebrated and do well just for the weird facts in their head, I don't know if I have the confidence to grow up the person I did. I feel like I owe Jeopardy a lot for making me the kind of person I am, and I'm delighted to be able to give back. It's such a huge pleasure and a privilege to carry on one of the great legacies in television after we lost Alex.
Ken, as I mentioned, I was on the Jeopardy set a couple of times and I interviewed Alex Trebek. Incredible guy, maybe the coolest dude that I have ever met. He must be really missed down there.
So perfect for this job. We now have dubbed the studio where we shoot the Alex Trebek stage. And it's just kind of a reminder. It feels like you might run into him there because, we all saw him there so often. And to this day, when I'm going to host, I always watch some tape of Alex and remember how he used to do it, because I think he had that job figured out. I think he understood Jeopardy as well as anybody ever could.
You came to Como about a year ago and we did a great interview with you. I'm just wondering, I know you're from Seattle. Are you still commuting back and forth to Los Angeles and back to Seattle?
I am. We shoot 2 or 3 days at a time in LA and we do 5 in a day. So I can take that quick 2-hour flight down to LA, tape 10 or 15 shows, come home. My kids are teenagers now, so they barely even notice I'm gone, probably. I still feel like a good dad. It's a nice, easy commute. I love Seattle and I'm not going anywhere.
All right, Ken, thank you so much for joining us today. Always a pleasure to talk with you, and you're doing great things down there in Jeopardy, and have fun with Celebrity Jeopardy.
Thanks for having me on. Celebrity Jeopardy's been a lot of fun.